what is your opinion? What do you think? Because I know a lot of people are losing their jobs, and
Yes.
they've been at home for a while without any income, and it's getting very difficult, especially I think from my field, actors, because um, we get, when we start a project, we get paid 3 months after that, and right now a lot of us sitting home are not actually receiving any income, which is difficult, you know. Some of us are blessed, but the others, it's really difficult for them to manage. So what is your opinion? How do you think people should manage with this stress?
Right. All that you said makes so much sense. And the income part, right? The concern of finance is huge, right? And studies also show that people who are having, who are being laid off, who are becoming jobless, the chances of them showing depression, anxiety, or violence, or, a sense of stress is twice than usual, right? So the first thing that I would like to tell all of you from a factual sense is that you're not losing your job because of your performance, right? A lot of companies are laying out people because they have to pay, people who are doing good and people who are seniors, people who have a lot of experience, they have to pay more for them, right? So in such situations, they decide to first lay off that layer, right? So first thing to remember is that it has got nothing to do with you as a person, not your abilities or capabilities. That is something factually we need to hold in mind. And for mental well-being, first thing I would say is it is a loss, right? Any kind of loss, be it a loss of a relationship, or be it loss of a, loved one, or be it loss of anything, is followed by grieving, right? The emotional response to any loss is through grief, right? So first thing I would say is allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling. It is a loss, and it's natural for you to have a turmoil of emotions coming behind it, right? So allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling, and try to name those emotions. Try to address what are the areas that you're feeling bad for. There could be, the sense of not being able to do something productive over the day. There could be sense of the social connections you would have made at or through work, right? Or it could be because of a lot of us find purpose of life through our works, right? A lot of us attach a huge sense of meaning of life through our work. So
And
the lack,
validate.
yes. So somewhere the loss of that can hugely hit people, right? So allow yourself to experience and feel all those emotions. And the second thing, as you allow yourself, is to process those emotions, right? Some of the ways to process those emotions can be after labeling them, after naming them, right? To pen them down, or to, verbalize it with somebody, to share it with somebody, or pen them so that after you acknowledge, after you name them, you bring it out of your system, right? So once that's a good way that could help yourself, by sharing it to somebody, by verbalizing, or by writing it down. And once you write down, you can focus on areas like, is there anything more that you wanted to tell to your colleagues when you came to know about this? Is there anything you wanted to tell to your employer? Is there anything you regret about? Is there any kind of unfinished business? Right? All of those are things you can actually process. And also, if it could be really cathartic if your termination was done in a pretty insensitive manner, right? Because at this times, to really the whole process of termination, all that could be pretty challenging for companies, right? So it helps you process all of that. That is something you can do. After the 2 points, the third thing I would suggest is, definitely, once, like we discussed, one's job is a huge part of our identity, right? But remember, you are a lot more than your job. That is one of the roles you are playing out of a number of roles you are playing in your life, right? We tend to define ourselves pertaining to that situation, right? And that leads to us questioning our overall identity, our overall value, our overall worth, right? And these kind of situations is what takes people towards suicidal ideations, losing overall sense of, being alive, or the whole sense of meaning, right? Remember, you're more than that job. That's one thing that all of you should hold in mind. And remember to try to finding new ways of describing yourself, new ways of defining yourself, right? That can be from the grounds of your relationships. That can be from the grounds of the skills you own as a person. That can be from the grounds of the competencies, right? That can be from the grounds of things you're good at doing, right? So seek new ways to define yourself as a person. And the next thing, the fourth point I would say, is to look ahead. And looking ahead can involve planning things. There's a lot of time and energy left with you now. What are the areas you can direct that time and energy to? Right? What are the kind of interests? There are a lot of things we might have wanted to do and we might have kept it up on the shelf. Right? There are a lot of things we might have procrastinated because of our busy schedule. This is the time you can do all that. Right?
So do you
Take
suggest
back.
that? Do you suggest that this is a time when we can probably visit some old hobbies, maybe that we had as a child that we've left behind because we got busy with our work?
Exactly.
Be it whatever.
Yes,
so this is
definitely.
probably a good time to do that, so that we can, still be creative and utilize all that anxiety, all that energy into doing something constructive that still gives us happiness.
Yes.
Right.
You just, in a very simple term, rightly put it across, right? And routine, there is a break of your routine that you usually used to have and used to go for work, right? To
Right.
create a new routine for yourself that involves keeping you physically and mentally active, right? That's something that's very
Right.
important.